Now we're going to take a look at some standard configuration and best practices for setting up your Raspbian operating system. So here we have Raspbian installed, and of course the first thing that you'd want to do after you boot up your Pi for the first time with a newly flashed Raspbian image is to connect the Pi to a wireless network. So if you go to the icon at the top right, the Wi-Fi icon, here you'll see Wi-Fi networks that you can connect to. I'm going to click on it actually. If you have a network, your home network here, you can just simply click on it, provide the credentials, and you'll be able to get your Pi connected to your network for internet connectivity. So once that is complete, let's go and tweak our configuration settings. So if you click on the Raspberry icon and you go down to Preferences and Raspberry Pi Configuration, this brings up a simple GUI interface to allow you to change your settings and configuration for your Raspberry Pi. So the first thing we'd want to do is change our password. This is a basic security mechanism, and the default user for Raspberry Pi is Pi, P-I, and the password is Raspberry, R-A-S-P-B-E-R-R-Y. But of course, if you leave this, potentially anyone who has access to your network could get access to your Raspberry Pi. So it's a good security measure to change the default password. So go ahead and click on Change Password. Enter a new password here of your choosing. Okay, and when that's done, you click OK. Alright, and you get a confirmation that the password has been changed successfully. Next up, we can click on Interfaces, and there are several different options here. As we progress in the course, I will describe these options in detail and basically how they are used. But for now, what we can do is enable the camera, SSH, Secure Shell, SPI, and I2C. Those are communication protocols that we will delve into a little more detail in a later lecture in the course. We can click on Serial and Remote GPIO. Okay, and once that's done, let's go ahead and click on Localization Performance. We're going to talk about that a little later on, but let's go ahead and click on Localization Set Locale, and essentially this is where we can set, based on your language and your keyboard preferences and your environment and so on, we'd want to set these settings so that they're pertinent to you and can make you more productive on your Raspberry Pi. So go ahead and click on Set Locale, and you select your language. Of course, mine is English, and country. I'm just going to select the United States here in my case. For character set, I'll leave that as UTF-8. Click OK. Next, we're going to set up the time zone. And here, I am just going to select the time zone that's relevant to me, which is Central Time. And of course, you can, choose whichever setting is appropriate for you here. For the keyboard, we want to ensure that the keyboard that we're working with is set up for the appropriate language, country, and variant. So I'm going to select country here as United States, and for variant, English US, and of course you select here whatever is appropriate for you. Click on OK, and then finally the Wi-Fi country. I'm just going to select here the United States. Click OK, and then we should be done. So when you click OK, you should get a prompt to reboot, meaning that in order for these changes to take effect, your Raspberry Pi has to be rebooted. So go ahead and do that now. Click on Yes, and those new changes would take effect. So those are just some standard Raspbian configuration settings that would enable you to be more productive on your Raspberry Pi.